morning students, I am Munazza Basu, your teacher for the day. And today I am going to take up the 6th chapter of your business studies, that is staffing. As you know, the first two functions of management, that is planning and organizing. Now today I am going to take up the third function of management, that is staffing. Now what is staffing? Staffing means putting people into jobs. It is that managerial function which helps in identifying, procuring, obtaining, compensating, evaluating, developing and maintaining individuals at job. So it involves number of steps. The first step is to identify the manpower requirement of the organization. The next one is to identify and select the source of recruitment. Then is selection, orientation, training, development. And the last one is evaluation, compensation, maintenance and integration of employees with the job. So this was about the steps. I will explain it in detail, the steps of the staffing process. Now, first of all, I will tell you what is the need and the importance of the staffing in the organization. The first one is it helps in discovering and obtaining competent personnel in the organization. The next is it makes better performance or higher performance in the organization by putting the right person on the right job. Then is it helps in the maximum utilization of human resource because it avoids overstaffing or underutilization of the human resource. Because it also minimizes the disruption in the working because it indicates in advance the shortage of resources, human resource in the organization. Then it improves job satisfaction and increases the morale of the employees through objective assessment and rewarding for their contribution. Next is it helps in the survival and the growth of the organization through successive planning for managers. So this was about the need and the importance of staffing in the organization. Then coming on to the next subtopic, staffing process. Because staffing is a process, it includes number of steps. The first step is to estimate the manpower requirement. Because for the performance of any job, there is a necessity for the appointment of a person with a specific set of qualifications, skills, prior experience, and so on. So here there is the necessity is of workload analysis and workforce analysis. Now, what is workload analysis? Workload analysis enables the assessment of number and type of human resource required for the performance of various jobs. And workforce analysis, it enables or estimates the number and type of human resource already available. It enables to see the overstaffing or understaffing in the organization. So this was the first point, estimating manpower requirement. Next is recruitment. Recruitment is the process of searching for or securing applicants for various job positions in the organization which arise from time to time. There are two sources. First is internal and next is external. I will explain these internal and external sources in detail. Then next point is selection. This selection, it is the process of choosing the suitable candidate out of the pool of applicants. Next is placement and orientation. Once the candidate is selected, then the next step is to place the person at the right job and then introduces him to the new system, that is orientation. Then training and development. It helps the employees to acquire knowledge and skill about the new job, and it also helps to sharpen the skills, the attitudes which are required or associated with the performance of the job. Next is performance appraisal, checking and recording the performance of each employee and to take corrective actions against those who do not comply with the standards and to give promotions to those who deserve on the basis of their good performance. Then is promotions, transfers and career planning. So it includes promotions, transfers, demotions, which is based on the performance of the employee. And the last one is compensation. It refers to all forms of pay which goes to the employees, whether directly or indirectly. So this was about the staffing process. We have one term, that is human resource management. What is actually human resource management? Human resource management is the recruitment, is the selection, is the development, is the utilization, compensation and motivation of human resource in the organization, according to French Welder. So what are the features of this HRM, human resource management? First is it helps in recruiting and selecting employees and the workers. Next is it increases the efficiency of the worker. Then it aims at establishing good relations with or harmonious relations with the employees. And then last one is it motivates and encourages the employees to give their best to the organization. So this was about HRM, human resource management. But human resource management, how it was evolved? There are 3 stages. The first is labor welfare stage. The next is personal manager stage. And the last one is human resource management stage. Coming on to the first point, labor welfare stage. At earlier time, the business used to be on the small scale. This was the era of trade unions. So the need for a mediator between the employer and the employee was felt. So the labor welfare officer was appointed for the same. Next is personal manager stage. With the expansion of business, the factory system came into existence, wherein we require a number of people under one roof. So the need for the person whose job is to make the people available was felt. So for this, earlier, the personal officer and then later the personal manager was appointed for recruitment, selection and maintenance of the workers. Then is human resource management stage. With the expansion of business and simultaneously technology was also changing at a fast speed, and human resource management was considered to be an important part of organization. So there was a need to train the employees. For this purpose, the human resource manager was appointed, who will manage and train the human resource of the organization. So this was about how human resource management was evolved. Human resource management actually consists of 8 activities. First is staffing. Next is maintaining personal records. Then formulating personal policies. undertaking personal research, providing expert service, meeting statutory requirements, developing cordial relations, and development of effective organizational structure. Now, is staffing a part of human resource management? Yes, it is an inherent part because the first point was staffing only. So, staffing is an inherent part of HRM, which is used for identifying and then placing and establishing working relation with the person for a purpose. So, staffing is a part of human resource management. Now, coming on to the various aspects of staffing. There are three aspects. The first one is recruitment. Next is selection. And the last one is training and development. Recruitment is a positive step because herein we attract a pool of candidates to apply for the jobs. But selection, on the other hand, is a negative step because here we select the suitable candidates and reject the unsuitable ones. And the last is training. It is the upgradation of skills which are required for the good performance in the organization. I will explain the recruitment in detail because we have to discuss about the sources of recruitment also. So, my dear students, I will tell you the meaning of recruitment in detail. Recruitment, it is the process of searching for and securing the applicants for various job positions in the organization, which arise in the organization from time to time. So it is attracting the pool of candidates to apply for the vacancies. So it helps to develop and maintain manpower resource of the organization upon which the organization can depend. So this recruitment is the process of locating the candidate who will meet the job requirement and job specification. Here I use the two terms, job requirement and job specification. Job requirement, it is a statement which tells us about the nature and the contents of the job. And job specification, it is a statement, written statement also, which tells us about the minimum requirement, human qualities, which are required for the particular job. So the recruitment help in locating a candidate which will fulfill the job requirement and job specification. Now, the sources of recruitment. We have mainly two sources of recruitment. First is internal recruitment and the second is external recruitment. Internal recruitment simply means the recruitment of personnel which are already on the payroll of the organization. Recruitment for jobs from within the organization. There are two sources, transfer and promotion, internal source of recruitment. Now, what is transfer? Transfer means shifting of employee from one job to the another with the same level of authority. It means the horizontal movement of the employees. Only the working place will be changed. There will be no change in the responsibility, status, pay, only the working position will be changed. And the next one is promotion. It means the shifting of employees from one position to another with higher responsibilities, higher pay, and higher position. So this is the vertical movement of the employee. Now, what is the advantage of internal source of recruitment? The first one is source of motivation. Because through transfers and promotions, the employees get motivated in order to earn the promotions. The next is simplifies other steps and familiarity. It simplifies other steps like recruitment, like selection, placement, and the employee in the organization are familiar with each other. The next is it minimizes training needs. By using the internal source of recruitment, there is no need of training the employees because they are already aware about the goals, about the rules, policies, functions of the organization. Then better utilization of human resource. Transfers are a tool of better utilization of human resource because we can shift the person from the department where there is overstaffing to the department where there is shortage. Then less expensive. It's less expensive, less time consuming because we don't have to spend a lot of money on the advertising and other steps, selection. So it is less expensive. Now coming on to the limitations, because this source of recruitment has some limitations also. The first one is no infusion of new blood. By using the internal source of recruitment, the organization itself denies the new talent, new ideas in the organization because it uses already existing talent. The next is lethargic approach of employees. The employees may become lethargic because they are well aware or they expect the time-bound promotions. The next is not for new enterprise. This internal source of recruitment is not suitable for new enterprise. Next is absence of competition. The existing employees, or we can say that through internal source, the employees will lose the drive for proving themselves because they expect promotions or through seniority or sure prospects. The last one is it reduces productivity because through frequent transfers of employee from one position to the another will reduce the productivity of the organization. So this was about the internal source of recruitment, its advantages and limitations. Coming on to the next source of recruitment, that is external source of recruitment. External source wherein the recruitment for the jobs will be done from the outsiders. The first is direct recruitment. First external source of recruitment is direct recruitment. In direct recruitment, we place a notice on the notice board of the organization specifying the requirement of the job position. This recruitment is also known as recruitment at factory gate because it is usually followed for filling the casual vacancies for semi-skilled and unskilled jobs. The workers appointed through this source is known as Badali workers. Another source of external recruitment is campus recruitment. Colleges and universities of management and technology have become a popular source of recruitment for technical, professional and managerial jobs. Many big companies maintain a close liaison with the universities, vocational schools and colleges for the recruitment of qualified and trained personnel for various jobs. The next one is casual callers. In casual callers, the database of unsolicited applicants are being maintained. When there is a requirement for the person, they are being called upon for the new recruits. Then is employment exchange. Employment exchange are the registered office set up by the government, which is used for searching as quickly as possible the organizations who are looking for the men and the men who are unemployed. So this employment exchange is a registered office which registers the unemployed youths by maintaining the details of their name, qualifications, etc. Then is advertising. Advertising through newspapers, through journals are the commonly used source of recruitment. But care should be taken while preparing the advertising copy, because only those candidates should apply who are qualified. Then the next is placement agencies and management consultants. They are the specialized agencies which provide the recruiting services to the enterprise, but they are specialized for providing a specialized category of workers. For example, this management consultants, they are specialized in recruiting of top and middle level executives. Big companies hire the service of these management consultancies in order to recruit the senior executives. So they, on the behalf of the client organization, they publish vacancies, they recruit, they select, they interview as desired by the organization. Then coming on to next, that is labor contractors. Contractors are the employees of the organization. So these contractors appoint various workers. But one defect is in this source of recruitment. That is, once the contractor will quit the job, all the workers under him will also quit. Then is telecasting. Telecasting or publishing over the television is one of the most popular source of recruitment these days. Publishing the job recruitment and job specification on the television, and along with the profile of the organization where the vacancy exists. The last source of external recruitment is web publishing. Because internet is becoming very popular these days. Some websites are specialized for providing such information about the job seekers and job providers. For example, Naukri.com, Jobstreet.com. So unemployed youths usually visit these sites, and organizations who are looking for the candidates also visit these sites. So this was about the external source of recruitment. Now, what is the advantage of this source? The first one is qualified personnel. Through external source, we can get a qualified and talented personnel for the job. Then fresh talent. Through external source, the organization can infuse the new blood, new ideas in the organization. Then competitive separate. The existing staff will feel a competition with the outsiders. And then wider choice. Through external source, we can get a pool of candidates among which we can select the suitable one. So this was about the advantage. Now the limitations of this external source. There are some limitations also. The first one is dissatisfaction among existing staff. They will feel that there will be no promotions because the company will go for external source of recruitment. So they will feel dissatisfied. Next is lengthy process. It is a time-consuming process because we have to first recruit, then select, then placement, training and development. So it will take a lot of time. And the last one is costly process. It's expensive because we have to spend a lot of money on advertising, on selection process. So this was about the external source of recruitment, its advantage and disadvantage. Hope you have understood this. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.